Live from our studios in Frankfurt, Germany, this is the AFN News Brief.
Good afternoon. 7th Medcom hospitals in Germany are preparing for the possibility of Gulf casualties. In Nuremberg, outpatient care for local residents has been moved to a nearby clinic, and inpatient care has been curtailed. Specialist Craig Benson reports all available space is being freed up for Operation Desert Storm.
For several months, the people at Nuremberg's 98th General Hospital have been preparing to accept casualties of war. Rooms formerly used for administration have been cleared out, and now beds are pulled out of storage and bolted together. The contingency plans will enable the hospital to give care to many times its usual number of patients.
Primarily that means increasing the number of beds that we have available and making sure that we have equipment and supplies and personnel to be able to take care of these patients.
Many of the former staff are now deployed to Saudi Arabia. Active duty and reserve medical personnel from the U.S. are filling a wide variety of jobs.
They have come in and have been integrated into our hospital system. We've been able to involve them in some of the training programs that we've developed to be able to take care of various types of casualties. And we feel that that's given us a very, very good preparation for just about anything that we can imagine having to take care of.
The goal is to keep American casualties at the Army Hospital. But Sandberg says German hospitals have willingly made space available for both routine and specialized care. In Nuremberg, I'm Specialist Craig Benson, AFN News.
The 97th General Hospital in Frankfurt has moved the pediatrics clinic to the Abrams complex and the adult health clinic to Edwards Kaserne. Well, it's been a quiet Sunday morning in Germany. Members of the Jewish community in Frankfurt plan a pro-American demonstration at the U.S. consulate this afternoon, and there's an anti-war demonstration planned for Rhein-Main Air Base at about this hour. We have updates from 3 military communities in Germany. We begin with Sergeant Charlie Gill in Berlin.
It was fairly quiet in the city last night. Morning papers did not carry any news of protests, although a few demonstrators lit candles and stood in front of U.S. Army Berlin headquarters. Dodge schools and most other activities are closed until further notice. However, the main exchange is still open, but cars cannot enter the parking lot. Visibility in the city is cut down. There is a small warning. Officials are calling for a reduction of driving by private and military cars and warning people with respiratory problems to avoid strenuous activity. From Berlin, Army Sergeant Charlie Gill, AFN News.
Anti-war demonstrations in small numbers continue at the American consulate in Munich on a daily basis. Security is very tight in Munich's housing area as well as at McGraw Kaserne. Most all facilities close at 6 p.m. A Munich Milcom curfew is still 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. In Augsburg, all organizations, including schools, are open. Augsburg officials are stressing the importance of school attendance throughout the crisis. AFRTS is operating smoothly and reporting excellent skiing conditions. In Munich, Specialist Jeff Riley, AFN News.
This is Army Sergeant Mike Lessons in Stuttgart, where several casernes show a sharp contrast. While there are rifle-toting guards, sandbag barriers, and strict security checks outside, activities go on as normal inside installations. A Stuttgart military spokesman says residents are cooperating with heightened security. There are few complaints about being inconvenienced. In Heidelberg, officials continue warning residents to avoid getting near any demonstrations, whether they occur downtown or near American installations. Overall, members of the U.S. forces in southwest Germany are determined to maintain a sense of normalcy despite changes prompted by the Persian Gulf War. Army Sergeant Mike Lessons in Stuttgart.
By now, most people living in military communities are quite familiar with security procedures at local installations. Specialist Jan Riedmuller has some tips on security checks you should make yourself on a routine basis.
Inside there.
Local military police say you should start your vehicle inspection by walking around